Hey there and welcome. If you're learning a new language, you've probably felt that gap, the one between understanding everything in your head and actually speaking the words out loud. Well, today we're going to tackle that exact challenge. We're talking about how to build the confidence to speak even when you're terrified of making a mistake. Let's dive in.
So, have you ever had this happen? Someone asks you a simple question in English, and you know the answer. You've practiced the words, but when you go to speak, it's like nothing. Your mind just completely freezes up. If that sounds familiar, let me tell you the most important thing you're going to hear today. You are absolutely not alone. This isn't some personal failure. It's a totally normal and, believe me, a very common feeling that almost everyone has when they're learning a new language.
So here's our game plan. First, we're going to dig into that freezing feeling and actually give it a name. Then we'll talk about setting a brand new goal, one that's all about connection. After that, I'll give you 4 solid confidence tips, and finally, we'll get you ready for your first conversation.
All right, so what exactly is this freezing feeling? Well, it actually has a name, and sometimes just knowing what to call it is the very first step to getting over it.
It's called foreign language anxiety. Basically, researchers use this term to describe that specific feeling of worry and nervousness that pops up when you're trying to use a second language. It's not just general anxiety. It's a very particular reaction to this one situation. So why do we feel this way? Well, it usually boils down to a few key fears. We're scared of being judged or looking silly. We're afraid of making really simple mistakes, and we put all this pressure on ourselves to sound absolutely perfect, just like a native speaker.
And this part is so important. This anxiety isn't about you lacking confidence in general. You could be a super outgoing person or a leader at work in your own language. This feeling is just a reaction to a specific situation. It is not a personality flaw.
So how do we start to fix this? Well, we don't fight it by memorizing more grammar rules. Nope, we fight it by setting a totally new goal. Let's look at a really powerful shift in your mindset.
We often get trapped by those goals on the left. Perfect fluency, 0 mistakes, sounding like a native. That stuff is just a recipe for anxiety. So let's just throw those out. Instead, let's focus on the goals on the right, aiming for a simple connection, communicating our ideas clearly, and just being understood. Seriously, this little shift changes the entire game.
And this isn't just a nice idea, The research totally backs this up. Fluency doesn't come from memorizing a bunch of words you're too scared to actually use. It comes from putting the words you already know into practice. It's the active use that gets you there, not perfection. So here's the bottom line. Every time you start a conversation, I want you to tell yourself this. My goal is not to be perfect. Your only goal is to make a small, simple connection with another person. That's it. All the pressure, gone.
Okay, with that new goal locked in, let's build your conversation toolkit. I've got 4 simple, super practical tips you can literally start using today.
First up, prepare and memorize a few key phrases. Think of these as your conversation starters, your secret weapon. Having a few phrases you can just say automatically without even thinking is a massive confidence booster. Linguists actually call these formulaic sequences, and they are the building blocks of fluency.
Just look at this example. It's so simple, but it's pure gold. How's it going? And fine, thanks. And you? It's almost like a little song. You learn the rhythm, and you can say it without any stress. This one tiny exchange can kick off hundreds of conversations.
Okay, tip number 2. This one's about making your life easier. Stick to topics you already know really well. When you're feeling nervous, now is not the time to try and explain rocket science. Just talk about your weekend, your hobbies, your family, stuff you can already talk about easily in your own language.
Here's a perfect example. Asking about the weekend? That's such a low-stress, familiar topic, right? The vocabulary's simple, and it just lets the conversation flow. You're not desperately searching for complicated words. You're just using the English you already have.
Now, tip 3 might sound a little obvious, but I promise you it is so powerful. Repeat the same phrases and questions in different conversations. Every single time you meet someone new, you can use the exact same greeting. Repetition is how our brains make things automatic. It's how you turn a conscious effort into a natural habit.
This is a total classic. It's nice to meet you. Think about how many times you'll say that in your life. So practice it. Own it. The more you repeat these basic social phrases, the less anxiety you'll feel, because your brain will just know exactly what to do. No panic necessary.
And finally, tip number 4. This one is my absolute favorite because it cleverly takes all the pressure off you. Focus on being a good listener. Just listen to what the other person says and then ask a simple follow-up question. This little trick makes them do most of the talking, while you just get to stay engaged and keep the conversation alive.
See what happened here? Jane could have just said, just fine, and conversation over. But by asking one simple question, where are you off to, she just tossed the conversational ball right over to Helen. Now Helen has to talk and Jane just has to listen. It's a brilliant low-stress strategy.
All right, so you've got the mindset, you've got the tools. The only thing left to do is to actually put them into action. Let's talk about how you can start, like, right now, today.
So let's do a super quick recap of the main points. Number 1, that fear you feel, it's normal. Number 2, your goal is connection, not perfection. Got it? Number 3, prepare a few easy phrases. Number 4, start with topics you already know. And the most important one, start today.
And please, hold on to this thought. Every single conversation you have is not a test of how good your English is. It's just a chance to practice. That's all. There's no pass or fail here. There's only connection and learning.
So I'll leave you with this final question. You have the tools now. You have the right mindset. What will you say first? Find someone today, anyone, and just say, "Hi, how's it going? You've got this. You can do it."